myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soul to treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Legging with Nick, we dumping them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Broncos coming in at 3-1, going up against the 49ers, who come in at 3-2.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Garoppolo on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 43 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charles Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, it's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
All right, now, let's get this. Here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing again here, Lynch. A dump off to Anderson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Lynch to throw again. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Lynch. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
All right, here we go.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Now a handoff working right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now.
Throwing again. Lynch. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They go play action with Lynch. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cross. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He sets to fire, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. In the red zone this time.
Let's go. Green 39.
First down, a run with Hyde. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Defense showing blitz. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They start the drive with Anderson. They find some open field here. A big-time run there by Anderson. 45 yards. He was able to set the edge on the left side, and the O-line able to set the edge well, too, on that side. They did a good job blocking out in front.
And you and I both know there's only a set amount of blockers that can be out in front. But didn't it feel like there was double on that play to open up the path?
Now it's Jackson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Hakeem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give to Hyde. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Launching one for Henderson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing, Lynch. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
Here's Lynch. Throw left side complete. It's Barton. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard. Line.
Motion! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Strong left! All right, here we go!
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pickup there at 22. First down, Procise. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
All right, here we go.
Play action. It's Lynch going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now it's Lynch, and he rifles one incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Lynch. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really... And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The slot man in motion right. Garoppolo again. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Sanders has it over the middle. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch tight. Tight end right. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
To throw again. Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Watch it now, Barney. Hey, boys, got 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. No. Check, Patriot. Leopard, Detroit. No. Check, Patriot.
Lynch to throw again. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Lynch connecting with Sanders, and the Broncos convert on third down.
All right, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Now Lynch on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now McManus on to kick this one off. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They go play action now. Lynch. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Broncos on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. In motion, the tight end. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it.